Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially
Lord.
darling little Lily here.
What?
What?
Everyone just what? Hello everyone, your hosts Kimi and Coco from 4pixels are here. We are continuing the letters with Buttons and Layfule, and Isabel just made a very big mistake. And
I don't even think it was her mistake, though. I think it was the house.
like, I actually had a thought while we were having our break that maybe Rosa actually encountered the letter first, and she put it in the attic for Isabella to find.
Ooh.
And then when she lost consciousness, she purposely put it in the papers.
Oh, that might
that'd
be
be
possible.
messed up. I love it.
But with the way Ma'am Hannah is leading the conversation, I'm afraid that's exactly what will happen if I do interrupt her.
That's good to hear. See, darling, isn't she an absolute delight to work with? I can't wait to see how this place will look when she's done with it.
Oh, you don't have to tell me that, Buttercup.
Buttercup?
The smile is back on her lips when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
Oh, the reason...
Don't.
Sorry, like the reason like we were all saying like, oh, the art looks different. Maybe it is because like when they're talking, they're actually using like models, like 2.5D models that they probably did in some kind of software.
Yeah, but like, I mean, it looked like the portraits of Hannah, Marianne, and the other guy look different from Isabella's.
Yeah.
It could be. Anyway, go on.
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands.
Ooh.
The sides crinkle in my grip, and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Oh my god, just get your shit together.
Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
I don't even notice when Rose, as well as the other group touring the mansion, joins us in the parlor. I want nothing more than to say that no, I'm not alright. I want to leave this place.
Run away!
Because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter, and that woman in the attic. It's real.
The letter... I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. How do I even tell them that without looking like I've gone mad?
Don't.
Should I even tell them?
Oh.
That's...
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh my gosh!
We already got 3. If we show Rose, that's 4.
Oh my god!
Or well, I mean, we'll get to know if
I mean-
Rose already saw it, like Coco
Yeah.
said.
1, we'll know that. And 2, like, how else are we going to prove that we're not insane?
But I mean, like the letter doesn't necessarily prove that you saw a ghost that followed you down the stairs.
Yeah.
True, but the letter is the letter is creepy enough in and of itself.
I mean, yeah, it is, but like it could perfectly be done. Like you know that they tell all the time that everyone knows about the urban legends, so like someone could have like slipped in and left it there to scare people.
Yeah, but we could also be condemning an innocent woman to a horrible, horrible death.
The house already condemned 4 people.
Yeah, that is true.
Wait, is it... Yeah, okay. So, what are
What's
the
the point?
votes?
Show
I'm going
it.
to show the letter.
You want her to show? Okay. Okay. I don't want to do this, but okay.
It
If
will
you don't want to
rest
do it,
in
then
your
don't do it.
conscience.
Huh? It's not on my conscience, it's on you guys.
I didn't vote. Just one person did, I think, or two.
Yep.
Two.
Two.
So it will rest in your
majority.
consciences.
Let's see what the
It's button
There you
standing
go.
fresh.
Dang it, buttons.
Relationship. With who?
Oh, Marianne went down.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That's not what I anticipated happening.
No.
I blurted out before I can think twice about what I'm going to say.
Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed.
Well,
Oh
That's
my
enough.
god, Isabella, that's not the option.
that's not what we picked. We just said show the letter. You decide
that is-
what the
that's-
place is haunted.
That's
That
the
is
problem
so-
with these games.
That is so infuriating to me in games where it's like, here's the option. The dialogue choice that happens is completely different than the option.
Yeah.
That's so infuriating,
Rose,
But
especially with games like this.
It's super common in games actually. Like you don't see like the full repercussion of your choice. Like you don't know how. Like you're like, okay, let's
Right.
show her the letter and like I don't know, explain her. But that's not what the character actually does.
there is
yeah,
one
and
game that
Fallout.
actually we just Pyre by Supergiant. It's another one that Kimi and I just started playing recently, and it kind of has a setup like this, like a visual novel. And for all the options, it gives you a little summary of what it entails.
That's amazing.
Huh.
Fallout
Yeah.
4 was terrible with this shit. The original, like, prompt wheel was like 2 or 3 words max, and not at all what was actually being said by the character. Like, the first mod I downloaded was somebody went through and redid the dialogue prompts to actually be like, this is the sarcastic response. Here's the sarcastic response. Like, fucking thank you.
But the thing in Pyre is more like they give you context. Because like we had
choosing.
Yeah, because we had this option like, oh, tell them or not tell them that you can do something, and we had 3 options, and when you hovered over each one of them, it will be like, oh, why would you lie to them if they are already suspecting or something like that, or like, oh, you know that these kind of people are persecuted everywhere, so like you get some kind of context to properly give an answer that you. If you didn't have that context, you wouldn't know the consequences.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I feel like these dialogue options would have been improved even because this happened earlier too with one that we picked that was just kind of like, wait a minute, what?
Which
Like-
one?
The last dialogue option that we picked, which was the
Oh, the tell your supervisor or say
yeah,
I don't know.
the entire like actually telling the supervisor thing wasn't an accurate representation of the choice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The choice was actually explained to her that the mansion hasn't been sold yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that would have been a better explanation, like a better choice.
Yeah.
Explain him. Oh well.
But
Yeah.
this is a choice we made.
Yeah,
Time
that's
to die with it.
forward.
Yeah.
Uh, Rose, I'm sorry, you're probably gonna die. You're not a main character.
Yep.
Rose.
Aren't they all main
casts-
characters?
She's not?
I mean, she's not in the relationship chart, so I'm guessing not.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, she's not a main character. It's fine.
She's gonna die then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unless
Gonna
she
die
is the
first.
villain.
Actually,
like I
no.
said.
She's probably gonna be the only one to live because that's how other games have worked with this kind of setup, where it's like the characters who die are generally gonna be the ones that are on the roster, and you control if they live or die.
Unless Coco's is actually right.
Yeah, I was gonna say because Rule of Rose, Fatal Frame doesn't do that.
Huh. Well, I know a specific game that I have compared this game to before. Definitely does.
Nice.
Rose casts a nervous glance at the people near us. Most are still engaged in a conversation with their peers, but those curious enough to turn their heads in the direction of our little group have been giving her trademark saleswoman smile. A tight expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
And I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
It actually isn't.
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper off my hand. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly. Well, maybe she won't be affected then.
Or she said it. You
I'm
might be
really
right.
getting worried
Maybe.
about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Before Rose can open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
No,
Why do you
thanks,
care?
sir.
Fucking creep.
I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially
Oh, Lord.
darling little Lily here.
What?
What?
Everyone just what?
What? Everybody be
fucking
like,
review new
excuse me?
He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze, an inscrutable smile spreading on his mouth at the same time.
It's Isabella, sir.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Wow.
Whipped. The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those words leave his wife's lip, while the scowl on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. It is also impossible to miss the displeased frown on Miss McCullough's face. The realization that we might lose this sale because of my outburst dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. I'm almost at the door of the parlor when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get it
There's
done
not even a
today,
corpse
we
this
can always
time.
try on a different day. And look,
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can. But I have this nagging feeling that one way or another, it'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery.
I'd never want a house that big.
But
Me neither.
I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something... I don't know, this big. I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasped her hands together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself, at the unlikely turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Noob.
What? Who doesn't know what noob is?
Isabella?
She comes from a very impoverished background. I doubt she goes on the internet much.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, I guess. True.
At the memory, she dissolves into helpless giggles, which I also join in, earning us strange looks from the guests milling about the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishap that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
Ow.
It's not that
Damn.
bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who will fetch you, okay?
That scared me.
Oh, my chair?
Yeah.
Nice.
It does make some very good creaky noises.
She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer.
Suddenly blood everywhere.
Right?
A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of elderlies, gathered some ways opposite of me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one will cost more to buy. A little argument here, an occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months.
Social interaction.
Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. It's a few hours early from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it.
Didn't she say that she was going to drive her back?
She did.
Or call someone to drive her
Yeah,
back.
he did.
Oh.
Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit!
Okay.
Looking for trouble? Better not lie.
Yes, hello?
No.
Amazing.
Moshi.
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
What the?
A sharp ringing fills the entire hall, disrupting the pleasant quiet that has settled. Soon enough, heads begin to turn in
What
search of the
is going
source.
on?
What is
Mine included. My eyes dart around the small crowd before zeroing in on a lone figure crouched behind the small group of old people, checking out the deckers moments ago.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his
Oh.
hands.
My god.
But I don't need to see his face to know whose back it is. Oh, I'd recognize
my
that dumb
God.
parka anywhere.
What is he doing there?
Without bothering to end the call, I marched toward him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to
Oh
deal
my
with
god.
Of all the times to...
Ashton Frey!
What happens?
Yeah, make another scene.
What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for having not recorded.
Ah!
He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping from his grip. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempts to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone. And the floor. But it's not every day that you catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. He makes a face. And then, in two quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe, where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his normally collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What?
Nah.
And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself.
Oh, please
you
do.
aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself. And we will go ahead and end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time. Bye bye.
Bye.